Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. We're going to be doing a garden update today, going into the gardens, and I'm going to be showing you everything I've planted and how they're coming along and any changes that I've made, just so I can show you the basic lessons that I learned from last year. So I'm going to flip you guys around. We're going into the garden and you guys are going to see what's growing. We're going to start with this sugar snap pea garden. One of the reasons I think it's dying down is because I planted 154 seeds. This is about a 3-foot garden by maybe 6 foot and 6 or 7 feet, but that's way too small for 154 seeds. However, I was just trying to be, I don't know, I just wanted to, plant all of these trellises around here, hoping that anything that grew, they'd grab onto the trellises. But I think they were fighting for root room. Next year, when I go to plant these, maybe I'll do half or a lot less. I did get a good couple harvests off of here, and there are still some growing. So maybe I just come in here and thin it out, maybe remove all of the dead stuff, and hopefully they'll continue to grow. Coming over here to my pepper garden. This year, what I did with my peppers was I purchased them at Tractor Supply, 2 of every plant that I wanted. I believe in here there are yellow peppers, orange peppers, red peppers, poblano, jalapeno, Tabasco, and sweet peppers. I have 2 green peppers on the porch, but for some reason I just can't grow them from seed. I just decided to get starter plants, and good thing I did, because a lot of these are coming in. They're actually coming in to the point where I have to struggle to keep them alive, because that's what's happened ever since I started gardening. I can't keep them alive. I think this one's doing well also. Coming over here is my okra garden. Now this year I decided to put these stakes up. So I did have a greenhouse that I took down and ended up keeping all of the stakes to the greenhouse, and realized that last year when I planted the okra, they got so tall and they started to fall over. So I just figured putting stakes in there, it has something to grow up against it. And as you guys can see, there is some okra coming in. And these 2 are basically when you want to start harvesting them. And they're going to get so tall, they're going to even go past this point up here. And we could just keep connecting them to the poles. We'll just keep doing that. I love okra, so I did plant more this year. This is my onion garden. We do have a nest of baby rabbits right here. The mother is actually standing right there, hoping that I don't touch her babies, and we won't. These are onions and garlic. Those have been growing for about a year. I planted them last fall, and they continued to grow this year. Hopefully these will be successful, because any other time that I've planted onions and garlic, it has not been successful. Coming over here, we have cucamelons, which is new for Tiny Dreamer Homestead this year. Those are basically like a little watermelon looking thing. They're really small, and they actually taste like a cucumber mixed with lime. So I can't wait to taste those. None of them are coming up so far, but hopefully we will see them soon. These are Persian cucumbers. So these are basically cucumbers that this can be picked right now and eaten off the vine. So those are called Persian cucumbers, and they're basically handheld. You can just bite into them. They're not as big as straight 8 cucumbers, which we are getting to that garden shortly. We are at my zucchini garden. There are 8 zucchini plants in here, and I have already harvested 1 huge zucchini. There are more coming in. We do have some in right there. There's another one over there. But these are doing really well, I think. And there's definitely enough room for the 8 plants here. This garden right here is supposed to be my asparagus garden. I do have 4 asparagus seeds growing on the porch, so we'll put those in this garden right here. This is the tomato garden. And last year and the years before, I have germinated my own seeds, but this year only a few of them made it, so I decided to purchase from a local place, and I got 22 tomato plants. They're all different types of tomatoes in there. There are no cherry tomatoes in here, but big boy tomatoes, and they all have all different types of names. So I don't really know exactly which one goes to which, but they're looking really good so far, and some of them are starting to come up. They're already starting to come up, so I'm excited for those. We'll make some more salsa this year. This is the sweet potato garden. This is the same garden that we had last year for the sweet potatoes, and it did work out. This year, a friend gave me some rabbit poop to use as fertilizer. She gave me a big bucket of it. So me and my helper, I do have a local friend's daughter helping me around the homestead, and her and I took that bucket of contents and we put it around the base of all of the plants. We only got to the zucchini garden, the sweet potato garden, and all of the gardens over here, but we'll see how it does as far as a fertilizer for the plants. This line of containers, they're grow bags. They have black beans in them, but I don't know if they're growing yet. I planted them maybe a month ago and they're supposed to be growing, but there's also weeds in there. So maybe I'll get in here and weed. Might even plant some more black beans just because I'm newer at growing black beans, so I don't really even know if any of them have sprouted. But they're going to be using the fence as a trellis. We are over here by the strawberry garden, and this strawberry garden has basically doubled or tripled since when I first planted them. There were only 25 plants in here. Now it looks like there's about 100 plants in here. I have given friends some strawberry plants just to thin out the garden a little bit, and it seems like they all grew back. These are ever-bearing strawberries. I have gotten 7 harvests out of this already, and because that was the late spring harvest, there's also going to be a late summer harvest and I think an early fall or a late fall harvest with these. And that's what ever-bearing strawberries do. June-bearing strawberries just produce fruit in June and then they're done. Coming over here, this used to be another strawberry garden, but all of those died. So I do have lilies in here, some snapdragons. All of this is spearmint. There are a couple sprigs of nettle in here. I am putting spearmint on the guests' tiny house table, telling them that they can make some hot tea with that. I also have some black mustard over there, and you could use the leaves for basically a lettuce wrap. Coming over here to the potato crates, I have already harvested the potatoes out of these crates, and then I put some more potatoes in there that I had on my counter. This is the only one that I have not harvested yet, and the new potatoes are starting to come in because they were forming eyes on the counter. Here's also some older potatoes. We'll harvest those soon because the leaves are starting to look yellow. Now this garden is new for Tiny Dreamer Homestead this year. Last year it used to be an edible flower garden. There was no trellis here, but this year I have straight 8 cucumbers. So instead of the cucumber garden being solely over there, it used to take over that whole section over there. Now it's going to have a bigger trellis to grow up, and I planted 26 straight 8 cucumbers, whereas before I think I planted 11 cucumbers in that garden. But now there's Persian cucumbers and cucamelons, so they are smaller for the smaller trellises. This one is straight 8 cucumbers, which are larger sized cucumbers, so they do have this bigger, sturdier trellis to grow up, and they also have the fertilizer around the base of the plants. Next, we are over here at the squash garden. Now there are 3 different types of squash in this garden. There is acorn squash, butternut squash, and spaghetti squash. I do believe I planted about 4 or 5 plants of each. I did have to build a new trellis over here because the last one completely fell apart. My helper and I took that whole thing out of there and made a completely new trellis. These squash plants will have something stronger to grow up because the previous trellis had started collapsing on them, and I didn't want any of the fruits or vegetables to be squashed or the plant to die if the trellis was to collapse more. Coming over here, this is my pumpkin garden. And again, last year this garden did not work out because it was too weedy, so the weeds basically choked out the plant's roots and wasn't able to grow. This year we weeded the gardens and they're definitely more successful this year. Now coming over here to the last garden, this is also a garden that failed last year because of the weeds, but we weeded it, and now there are 12 watermelon plants in here. The reason why the crates are there are so the watermelon can sit on the crates and doesn't rot in the garden area. It kind of just has a cleaner place to grow. So once the plants start growing, you just want to put the leaves up on the crates and they'll be a lot nicer harvest. This is our sunflower garden, zinnia garden, and lily garden. And you can see there are these tall plants in there. That is called wild lettuce. Eventually I'm going to get in there and harvest that so that I can dry it because it is medicinal. More right there. We're definitely going to get in there and clean those out of there so that the other flowers have room to grow. And then last but not least, this is a new greenhouse. You guys can remember the old greenhouse was a lot smaller than this, and this year I just decided to get a bigger greenhouse. And during the storm of 2026 in January, the rain, the snow, and the ice sunk in the same looking greenhouse. So that's the one that I had to basically disassemble, ruin it, and purchase another one. What used to be in here was starter plants. So when I grow my stuff in my grow room, I have extra plants left over. I put some racks in here and put the starter plants on the shelves. Can't really see. So that is it for these gardens. I'm going to be taking you guys back over here by the other gardens that I have. This is the herb garden. This is all lemon balm. This is all peppermint, catnip, more peppermint, and I think that's it. So I'm no longer putting most of my herbs in this garden. This specific garden will be just for the lemon balm, the peppermint, and the catnip, because it's a lot easier for me to go outside and just get the plants that I'm going to be eating with my meal on the porch. So we've got green onions here, cilantro, basil, sage, green peppers, parsley, 2 different kinds of parsley. We've got some spearmint over here. We've got some dill. So anything that I need to pick for my meals, I come over here to pick that stuff rather than keeping it in this garden. Okay, now coming over here, these are my mullein plants. So mullein is great for, it's a decongestant, clears out the phlegm in your chest and your throat and everything like that. So it kind of just clears up congestion. And this is what's called 2-year mullein. The first year it looked like this, and the second year it grows these flowers. And I had 4 of them, but one of them died off. So then I ended up planting some Russian sage and some chamomile in this spot. These are the 2 that are flowering. This one is not, and this one had died. Okay, so that was me showing you my gardens, everything that I've planted this year, and the progression of how they're all going. I will definitely keep you guys updated throughout the rest of the year. And each year that I do this and grow my food, my fruits and vegetables in the ground, I learn something new and try to share that with you guys. So hope you're enjoying these videos. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification each time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Planted 154 plants, seeds, and that is way too much. Hold on.